بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على خير المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. This is the 8th lecture, درس الثامن in this series. قال المؤلف رحمه الله عز وجل: وأما الإخلاص لله فهو حقيقة الإسلام، الإسلام هو الاستسلام لله لا لغيره، كما قال تعالى: ضرب الله مثلا رجلا فيه شركاء متشاكسون ورجلا سلما لرجل هل يستويان مثلا الحمد لله بل أكثرهم لا يعلمون. ومن لم يستسلم لله فقد استكبر، ومن استسلم له ولغيره فقد أشرك، وكل من الكبر والشرك ضد الإسلام، والإسلام ضد الكبر والشرك، ويستعمل لازما ومتعديا، كما قال تعالى: إذ قال له ربه أسلم قال أسلمت لرب العالمين. وقال تعالى: بلى من أسلم وجهه لله وهو محسن فله أجره عند ربه ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. وأمثال ذلك في القرآن كثيرة. Here, المؤلف رحمه الله, after he talked about the Iman and its relationship with the Sidq, now he talks to you about the Islam. We said the levels of the Deen: Islam, Iman and Ihsan. So he talked about the Sidq and about the Iman. So now he wants to talk about the Islam and about the Ikhlas. فالصدق مع الإيمان والإخلاص مع الإسلام. والإخلاص كما قال الفضيل ابن عياض رحمه الله: العمل لأجل الناس شرك، وترك العمل لأجل الناس رياء، والإخلاص أن تعافى منهما. العمل, to do things of the deen, things that's supposed to be only for Allah, to do them for the people, shirk. And to leave things that you're supposed to do for Allah because of people, as we gave example yesterday. رياء، فهو فر من الرياء وفي الرياء وقع. He he's come to pray 2 rak'ah, mashallah, he wants to make them long. Then he sees people, he gets afraid of showing off, so he makes them short. Riyah. Because the way you do things to show off is riyah. When you leave things to show off is riyah. Same idea. So what he should do in this instance? He should continue with his original intention. وَيُجَاهِدُ نَفْسَهُ, and struggle with himself, and fight, and strive, and clear his intention, so he can make sure it's for Allah Azza wa Jalla. وَلَا يُكَلِّفُ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِلَّا وُسْعَهَا. And Allah will not burden anyone with more than they can handle. So, to do things for people, shirk. To leave things for people, riyah. When you are saved from those 2 things, that is al-ikhlas. That is al-ikhlas. Sincerity is that. وهذا النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول: يا أيها الناس اتقوا الشرك فإنه أخفى من دبيب النمل. He says, صلى الله عليه وسلم, "O people, beware of shirk. It's more subtle and more hidden and less detectable than the footsteps of an ant." Ants, when they walk, can you hear them? How much noise they're gonna make? So shirk is more subtle and more hidden than this. فقام لها أبو بكر. قال أبو بكر: يا رسول الله كيف نتقيه وهو أخفى من دبيب النمل. You tell us it's so hidden and so hard to detect and so hard. شوف الله عز وجل يقول: إنه يعلم السر وأخفى. إيش هذه وأخفى؟ شو هو أخفى من السر أصلا؟ Allah Azza wa Jal says in Taha, and He knows the secret And what's even more hidden? أنت السر تحفظه لنفسك. السر, secret, you keep it inside. You go and you butcher someone and you don't tell anyone. This is secret. الله يعلم. طيب ما عندنا نعلم هذا أن الله عز وجل يعلم what's inside. طيب إيه أخذه؟ وفي خفي وفي مختفي وفي أخفى. خفي أنت take it and you hide it. هذا خفي. طيب إيه أخفى؟ قال يعلم الله عز وجل ما يتجلجل في نفسك قبل أن تكتشفه. So before you become aware of it, Allah knows. It's your secret. Before something, an idea you want to think about, whatever idea, good, bad, this, that, you don't want to share it with anyone. Once it's produced, what's it's in your head, هذا سر, as long as you don't share it with people. Allah knows that, fine. Before that idea developed and you yourself became aware of it, Allah knows it. فيعلم السر وأخفى. هذا وأخفى. So Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu tells the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, how can we stay away from it? كيف نتقيه الشرك يعني وهو أخفى من دبيب النمل. How could we know if we cannot detect it? How could we stay? So the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam دلهم قال قل هنا. And the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam talked about dragging your clothes on the floor or below your ankle. He said this is kibr. So Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu was scrawny, skinny. وكان يتعاهد إزارا. His izar, because he's skinny, keeps sliding down, falling, going below his ankle. So he asked the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, after he said sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, don't do that, he's forbidding people. Whoever dragged his clothes out of arrogance, the hellfire. So Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu said, Ya Rasulullah, I keep checking and my izar, my clothes keep going below my ankle. What should I do? Am I accountable? He said, Ya Abu Bakr, أو قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, أنت لست منهم. إيش يعني? يعني you're not one of those who think about being arrogant. يعني that moment when your izar go below your ankle, and if you go to Hajj or Umrah inshallah and you're dressed in al-ihram, you realize when you tie it at a certain height with your feet, with your legs, after you walk and you move here and you sit, you check, you find it went down, slides just like gravity. So the Prophet Abu Bakr is worried that those moments when his izar go below his ankle, he's accountable. So the Prophet ﷺ tells him, you are not from amongst those whose izar or who might have kibr, arrogance. But when Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu asked in this hadith, how could we stay away or be protected from al-shirk? He didn't tell him, you're not one of them. That means everyone could fall into this. No one is protected. Why? Because it's so hidden, so little, so tiny, that you might not be able to know it, even though it's taking place and it's penetrating your body and destroying your intention and your future. فقال له النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قل اللهم إني أعوذ أن أشرك بك وأنا أعلم وأستغفرك مما لا أعلم. شوف الحل بسيط. اللهم إني أعوذ أن أشرك بك وأنا أعلم. Oh Allah, I seek refuge in you from committing shirk while I know. And I know it's shirk and I'm doing it. So I ask you to protect me from doing that, from committing shirk knowingly. And I ask you to forgive me for that shirk that I committed without knowing. فكذا you covered both sides of what you know and what you don't know, of what you're doing knowingly and what you're doing unknowingly. Okay? Why al-ikhlas hard? Why is sincerity that difficult? لأن النفس تأبى أن تصنع شيئا من غير أن يكون لها فيه نصيب. نفس in you, your nafs جبلت and created to be egocentric, to be in love with things, to have interest in everything, wants a share of everything, just like a very greedy partner. Because your nafs is your partner. But this partner is always one bad for you. Any partner, if he benefits, you benefit in the business. If a partner, if I tell you your partner at the end of the year going to get $10,000, automatically you think if you're 50-50 with them, you're going to get $10,000 as well. But when it comes to nafs, it's a partner who wants to destroy such partnership. That's why the struggle with it from the moment you can recognize things until the moment you die. هذا الإمام أحمد dying رحمه الله, and then he goes unconscious. They hear him saying لا بعد, لا بعد, not yet, not yet. So when he wakes up, his son asked him, Abdullah, you were saying لا بعد, لا بعد. What's up? Why were you saying that? قال ثاني إبليس. الشيطان جاء هو في سكرات الموت, dying, last moment of his life. الشيطان comes to him. يا أحمد مت يهوديا. يا أحمد مت نصرانيا. Shaitan wants Imam Ahmad to die Christian or Jew or anything, but not Muslim. فيأتي عليه الشيطان يقول له فلت مني يا أحمد. You escaped. Allah is still alive, dying. His soul is already coming out. Shaitan tells him فلت مني. You escaped. You got me. You passed me. So Imam Ahmad tells him لا بعد. You want to trick me, Not yet. As long as there is a life in me, there is a soul in me, I could be exposed to the fitna. That's why Allah Azza wa Jal, you find people, they're dying and he cannot say La ilaha illallah. He hears people telling him to say. He hears the Quran around him. And he can say it he wants. But he will say what his heart was on in his life. He was in love with money, that's what he's going to talk when he dies. When he's about to die, that's what he's going to talk about. His heart was in this, يا واحد المشايخ يقول, they were someone who's going to die, and they're telling him, قل لا إله إلا الله. فقال ماذا؟ قال أعطيني السيجارة. Give me a cigar, give me the cigarette. He said he kept asking and insisting to have a cigarette to the point where we went to a piece of paper, we rolled it like a cigarette and we just put it between his lips, and that's how he died. يقول آخر طبيب دكتور surgeon heart surgeon. He said I would know. And when the person is out of our hand, when we know there is nothing we can do in the surgery to save him, I start ألقن الشهادة قل لا إله إلا الله قل لا إله إلا الله. تسمع بعض الأعراض هذا something we learned in the past, and then we came out to find out that it's not accurate, that you shouldn't say next to the dying person قل, say لا إله, just repeat لا. هذا غير. قل له قل, say لا إله إلا الله. So the doctor says, so I started telling him, say لا إله إلا الله. فقال الرجل, هذا is dying, in the operation room, open heart surgery. He said, يا دكتور ليس هكذا إنما هي لا إله إلا الله. He said, don't say it that way, لا إله إلا الله. مدها, give it the mad, لا إله إلا الله. شوف. وآخر police, he said in one of the shifts, I saw a car hit a post, electrical post. So I went to the guy inside the car. So I saw this man with this long beard, older man, he's dying. So I called this, I tried to take him out. So when I approached him and the cigarette was in my mouth, he said, Ya bunay, that's the guy who's in the accident. He said, if you want to help me, throw the cigarette. ينهى عن المنكر في لحظة موته. He said, Ya bunay, if you want to help me, throw the cigarette out of your mouth. And he started reminding him of Allah. شوف, الميت reminding the living, where it should be the living reminding the dead or the dying. فهذا يا عبد الله ما تعيش عليه تموت عليه. Whatever you live on, you die on. And whatever you die on, من مات على شيء بعث عليه. And what you die on, you will be resurrected on. فاحذر. So you make Allah Azza wa Jal your priority in life, you do things sincerely for Allah, you die on that. فتسهل عليك كالماء لا إله إلا الله. أما in your life all you're concerned about, collecting money, abusing people, oppressing people, power, authority, this and that, that's what you're gonna die. تجلس مع بعض الناس والله تمقتهم. You sit sometime with some people 2 and 3 hours for whatever reason, he does not say La ilaha, he does not mention Allah once. All he talks about business and investment and money and this and that, or sports or news, or Allah Azza wa Jalla is not in his vocabulary. بالعياذ بالله. إيه هذا المجلس? Such gathering is against you on the day of judgment. So sincerity is to do things for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jalla. That's why it's difficult, because the nafs is always interested in some benefit, wants something. Allah created it like that. It wants some interest. Al-Ikhlas says nothing for you. Ikhlas says nothing for you. That's why you're going to struggle. However, Allah Azza wa Jalla in certain instances, He said no problem. No problem. You want some, we'll give you some. يقول الله عز وجل ليس عليكم جناح أن تبتغوا فضلا من ربكم. There is no harm to seek some benefit from your Lord. وقال هذا في سياق آيات الحج من سورة البقرة. Allah mentioned that about when He talks about الحج. الحج أشهر معلومات فمن فرض فيهن الحج فلا رفث ولا فسوق ولا جدال في الحج. ثم قال ليس عليكم جناح أن تبتغوا فضلا من ربكم. يعني there is no problem. You're going for Hajj, and you buy some stuff, or you take some stuff with you to sell it to the Hujjaj who are coming from different part of the world to make some money, no problem. وهذا تربية. هذا أنت إن نظرت في هذا, you find some system of discipline. فالله يعلم النفس. He knows always it wants something. Sometimes the nafs will be satisfied with very little. And that's what you tame her for, or to tame it on. So Allah Azza wa Jalla, you go to Hajj, great. You want to benefit some, make some business on the way? Fine. ليس عليكم جناح أن تبتغوا فضلا فإذا أفضتم من عرفة فاذكروا. However, in those situations, طلب الله عز وجل should be the dominant. The males or the main interest should be Allah. This minor, the nafs, the interest of the nafs should be minor. Okay? But when the interest of the nafs is the main thing and the major interest, and Allah along the way, ما ينفع, will not work. من جعل هذا عمله حبط عمله. Who makes this his way, he will get no reward. His action will be nullified. يقول الله عز وجل: من كان يريد الحياة الدنيا وزينتها نوفي إليهم أعمالهم فيها وهم فيها لا يبخسون أولئك الذين ليس لهم في الآخرة إلا النار وحبط عمله. شوف, هو يريد الدنيا and everything in the dunya. He is only interested in the dunya. But Allah says, we'll give you some of it. Who wants the dunya will get some of it. Not even the whole thing, some of it. That's if many people run after the dunya and they get nothing. But if you want the dunya, we'll give you some of it. You want the akhirah, we'll give you all of it. من كان يريد العاجلة يعني الدنيا عجلنا له فيها ما نشاء لمن نريد. Who wants the dunya, we'll give him from it what we want, not what he wants. To whomever we want. Not everyone who wants the dunya will get it. But with the akhirah, everyone gets it. Who wants the akhirah sincerely will get it. So who's fool enough to invest in that which is not guaranteed and leave that which is guaranteed? And I come and give you 2 business deals. You go with this investment, you're gonna get profit this year if things work out. So there's a chance of losing, and that's the dunya. Any business transaction, there is guarantee of profit is haram. Anyone who comes to you, there's a business, we want some investment, and we will give you 10% of what you invest. Guaranteed. How? هذا الربا. This is the faida in the bank. The interest, as they call it, suht, and usury in the banks. That's what it is. CDs and saving accounts. You put $100,000, they tell you you're going to get 3%. It doesn't matter what happens to the bank. Almost it closed. هذا حرام. أما he comes to tell him, listen, you get 10%, but there's a chance you get nothing. There's a chance you lose your money. Fine. Allah Azza wa Jalla says about the investment in the dunya, who wants the dunya, we'll give him some of what we want to whomever we want. So there's chance. But when it comes to the akhirah, and the laws are different and everything is different, He says, وَمَنْ أَرَادَ الْآخِرَةَ وَسَعَى لَهَا سَعْيَهَا. The akhirah, he gets. You want the akhirah, we'll give it to you. So it's what you want. الصدق يعني. فماذا تصدق؟ تريد الدنيا ولا الآخرة؟ ها؟ ومن الناس من يقول ربنا آتنا في الدنيا وما له في الآخرة من خلاق. شوف. He raises his hands, Ya Rab, I want a car. Ya Rab, I want a wife. Ya Rab, I want money. Ya Rab, I want business. I want this. I want success. I want power. وهو المسكين في الآخرة has nothing. هذا أهبل. This guy is fool. He did nothing for the akhirah. And all he asked for the dunya. أولئك الذين ليس لهم في الآخرة إلا النار. وحبط ما صنعوا فيها وباطل ما كانوا يعملون. ومن أراد ثم يقول ومن الناس من يقول ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة فإنك إذا كنت وصلت الركن اليماني. الركن اليماني في الكعبة كود اليماني لأنه اتجاه اليمن. Noah had 5 children. When they settled, as they say, some of the historians, they said 3 took the left side of the Kaaba and 2 lived on the right side. So the right side is اليماني, Yemen, جهة اليمن. The left side Sham, شمال يعني, جهة الشام. But anyway, so you say once you reach Rukn al-Yamani, what's reported, the only hadith that is Hasan or sound hadith, in what dua to make making tawaf is Allahumma atina fid dunya hasan wa fil akhirati hasan. هذا جامع في كل شيء. شوف الناس تأتي يقول Allah give me this, give me this, and give me that. ما ينفع. This is not the right way to make dua. أنت ما تدري, is this good? Is this thing good for you or not? You want what's good for you in the dunya and the akhirah. Oh Allah, give me money to buy a truck so I can do some business on it. He gets the money, he gets in the truck, first day accident, he's dead. That's why علمنا النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الاستخارة والاستشارة. تستخير تستشير. You do the istikhara, you put Allah Azza wa Jalla in charge of your affairs and to make Him choose for you. You do istishara, you consult with the people who know and the people of experience and experts and knowledgeable. فاسألوا أهل العلم كنتم لا تعلمون أهل الذكر كنتم لا تعلمون. So going back to this, the nafs wants something to show the Prophet ﷺ, Allah Azza wa Jalla knows that. So he said sometimes it's okay. When the action is ibadah, that itself to tame it down. شوف subhanallah. يعني in the things that you find this, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allowed, and that's يعني limited to my short knowledge of what the text or nusus that I came across when Allah Azza wa Jalla allows this self-interest along the ibadah. Usually you find it with things that are, or ibadat that are long and exhausting and tough and require a lot of sacrifice. منهم الحج. الحج Allah Azza wa Jalla says ليس عليكم جناح أن تبتغوا فضلا. It's okay, when you make hajj, to do some business here on the side. You go to hajj and I'm going to hajj, main thing is hajj, costing me a lot, I have to borrow some money to do it. So let me sell some stuff in there so I can make some money when I come back and pay it off. ما في شيء. Because the ikhlas is, the whole thing has to be what? For Allah. But when it's shar' and when Allah shows or allows an exception, that's fine. But we cannot take this as qiyas and say, okay, if Allah allows it in Hajj, let's allow some in Salah. In nafs is hungry, so while I'm praying, take a bite, stand next to the table, take a drink, huh? Nah. What the Shara indicates, then you can do it. يقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم من قتل قتيلا فله سلبه. During fight, during war, during jihad, Prophet says, who kills someone, someone coming to fight you, you kill him. Then whatever he owns or he came with is yours. His sword is yours, his weapon is yours, his guard or his helmet or whatever he's wearing, the shield, whatever he's wearing, yours. So someone goes to jihad, fi sabilillah, but he is eager to, if he sees someone, he eager to kill someone so he can benefit from what he's carrying. شوف الجهاد. الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم سمى الحج جهاد المرأة. الحج, it's also the jihad for women. والحج القتال, the combative حج or combative fight or fighting, لا ده جهاد الرجال. بس شوف جهاد الحج طويل مكلف, long, costly, exhausting, tired. 2-3 weeks you go. Even though الحج is, and you can do الحج and be done in 4 days. You go the night, day of Arafah, you spend 3 days in Mina, and then you go down and make your tawaf with wada' wa assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullah. But people don't do that. When they go for Hajj, they want to go before the days of Hajj, before the 8th of the Hijjah, Tarwiyah. They want to spend some time in Mecca, they want to make ibadah and pray around the Kaaba and listen to Khutbat al-Jumu'ah. Then after they're done with Hajj, they want to go to Medina and visit the masjid of the Prophet ﷺ, and along the way they say salam to the Prophet ﷺ. They are exhausted. So Allah wants the nafs not to be bored. Also the jihad is, you're going and you might never come back. So Allah Azza wa Jalla allows a break for the nafs. من قتل قتيلا فله سلبه. ويقول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ما من غازية تغزو في سبيل الله فتسلم وتغنم إلا تعجلوا ثلثي أجورهم. ما من غازية تغزو في سبيل الله. No group of Muslims go out to fight في سبيل الله, but they're victorious and they come back safe and with some benefits. They defeated the enemies and they took what the enemy was carrying. غنيمة, the booties of war. Prophet ﷺ says تعجلوا ثلثي أجورهم. They got 2/3 of their reward. And their reward with Allah, they already got 2/3 of it. Which means, if you're going to Tabzu and you thinking some of what you're going to get back, fine. But make your main idea is to fight fi sabilillah, to raise the word of Allah. Then the Prophet said in the same hadith, وَمَا مِنْ غَازِيَةٍ تَغْزُو فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ فَتُخْفِقُ وَتُصَابُ. And no group goes to fight fi sabilillah, but gets defeated and gets injured and gets hurt. That means they got nothing. They got no safety and they got no غنائم. إِلَّا تَمَّتْ لَهُمْ أُجُورٌ. But they will get full reward. A full reward. Why? So which means what? What you get in the dunya, this is a serious thing. Your reward in the dunya is slid out or deducted from your reward in the akhirah. The level of your pleasure in the dunya, that much, even though it's compared nothing to what's in the akhirah. Because the last person into the Jannah will get 10 times of a king in the dunya. What a king in the dunya owned. ولمناديل سعد بن معاذ في الجنة خير من الدنيا وما فيها. the towels of Sa'd ibn Mu'adh in paradise better than the dunya and whatever in it. It's towels, tissue. Yet still in the dunya benefit. So whatever you get in the dunya and how much you indulge yourself in the dunya, that will be deducted eventually from your akhirah. That's why the last people to enter Jannah are the rich ones. Because they will be asked about everything. Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu sits and eating oil with bread. Oil, salt with bread and oil. فبكى. Khalifa of the Muslims. Why are you crying? قال أخاف أن يكون مما يقال لهم يوم القيامة أذهبتم طيباتكم في حياتكم الدنيا واستمتعتم بها. He cries, why are you crying? He said, I'm afraid I will be told on the day of judgment that you already enjoyed your life. You already got all the credit in your life. Today you get nothing. And he's eating what? Salt and bread. I heard some brothers, man, everyday chicken. Hasbi Allah. They come, they eat, never pay, don't clean, don't do anything. Everyday chicken. Hasbi Allah. يقول ابن عوف رضي الله عنه هاجرنا نريد وجه الله تعالى فوقع أجرنا على الله. We made hijrah to the Prophet from Mecca and over from wherever to Medina, seeking the reward of Allah. And Allah rewarded us. فمنا من مضى ولم يأكل من أجره شيئا. Some of us passed. Those who made hijrah. Some of us died. And they did not get anything from the credit, from their reward due to their hijrah and strife fi sabilillah. They died before they got anything in return. Or the beginning of the da'wah, the beginning of the hijrah, the beginning of Islamic state, there is struggle, there is no benefits yet kicking in. When the first benefit started when Badr. Once they defeated the kuffar, that was the first or one of the first benefits. So some of us died, مضوا ولم يأخذ من أجره شيئا. لم يأخذ من أجره شيئا. Did not get a chance to benefit from what he got in the dunya. Meaning in the akhirah he gets full credit. منهم مصعب بن عمير. From amongst them Mus'ab ibn Umayr. Mus'ab ibn Umayr was the ambassador the Prophet sent to Medina before the Prophet went to Medina to invite people to Islam. So in his hand Aslam al-Aws. Sa'd ibn Mu'adh, the head of the Aws, what you want? Why are you coming to destroy the harmony? He said, listen to me. If you like what I say, can I behave? If you don't like, you just move over. So he read some Quran and him, Sa'd ibn Mu'adh, fell right there. Aslam, he went back to his Aws, Akbar, Nas, in Medina tribe. He went back to them, he gathered the men and the women. He said, I have followed this deen. And I have nothing to do with you as long as you stay on your religion. The whole house became Muslim. Men and women. شوف رجل يهدي الله به أمة. Man Allah used to guide an ummah. فمنا من مضى ولم يأكل من أجره شيئا منهم مصعب بن عمير. Then he talks about himself. ومنا من أينعت له ثمرته فهو يهدبها. And from amongst us who got his benefit فهو يهدبها. يعني ينميها taking care of it, growing it. Huh? The bottom line is al-ikhlas, purely for Allah. You purely make sure it's for Allah, except in certain situations when Allah allowed to get a benefit. That's why riya is haram, because there is no benefit. Riya, there is no, all you want is show off. What benefit you want? Whatsoever. So very important. But in these things, there is benefit. You're getting doing some business in Hajj, getting some prizes in jihad. Benefit, something you can benefit from. What you gonna benefit from showing off? Okay, he said, wow, his salah is great. Wow, his fasting, wow, he gives up. What benefit? Other than your nafs, what else? That is the deen. What's not beneficial, it's better to stay away from. Okay? وَأَمَّا الْإِخْلَاصُ فَهُوَ حَقِيقَةُ الْإِسْلَامِ. The reality of Islam is al-ikhlas. No ikhlas, no Islam. Because Islam means to submit completely. إِذِ الْإِسْلَامُ هُوَ الْإِسْتِسْلَامُ لِلَّهِ لَا لِغَيْرِهِ. Islam is to submit completely to Allah, no one else. So if that is the meaning of Islam, not peace. Not peace. Islam means peace. Find guys with beard and yamak or amama and he's sitting with the kuffar teaching about Islam. Islam means peace. من قال هذا كذب. This is a lie. Islam does not mean peace. The word Islam does not mean peace. Islam means submission. One of the components of Islam is peace, but you don't take a component and say, this is what Islam is all about. Islam is peace, Islam is justice. Submit. You submit completely to the orders of Allah Azza wa Jal. That's it. Submit to your Creator. What your Creator wants, you do. What He doesn't want, you don't do. That's Islam. Whether it's going to take peace to do it or it's going to take war to do it. That's Islam. La humma, they humiliate you and they step on your head and they're torturing you and they're killing you. And you say, I'm not going to touch you because Islam is peace. Animals refuse such life. Dogs, al-khasi'in, refuse to live like that. If he feels threat, he's gonna fight. And these animals يسبحون ما من شيء إلا يسبح بحمده. Nothing but praises Allah. Yeah, some plants have some defense mechanism. Plants. And you think this thorn on a flower, it protection. So when you try to pick it up, you get hurt. So you leave it alone. Some plants swallow insects, defend themselves. Frog changes colors. So you won't see him. Defense. Not the frogs in the backyard. I don't know what they think. They change their colors and the tile is red. They're changing green. Oh, now you can't see. So I guess there's some stupid frogs there. The idea is, if animal, a dog, a pig, refuse to submit easily, you can't come and tell me peace and all that. Such language doesn't work most of the time. When it comes to peace, only through Islam. But with justice, to establish peace, you're going to go through struggle. So إذن الإسلام هو الاستسلام لله لا لغيره كما قال تعالى ضرب الله مثلا رجلا فيه شركاء متشاكسون ورجلا سلما لرجل هل يستويان مثلا الحمد لله بل أكثرهم لا يعلمون. And this is how we end. Allah Azza wa Jal gives the example in the Quran about Islam and Ikhlas. He says, Allah gives the example and the parable of a man, slave. This slave, when slavery existed, used to be owned by the slave masters. Sometimes two people want a slave. They want a slave to help them, to serve them. Two brothers live in the same building or whatever. They want a slave, 12 hours with you, 12 hours, that's fine. So they share. He puts half his cost, half, so they buy a slave. Allah Azza wa Jal gives the example of shirk. He said it's like a slave, فيه شركاء, that owned or who's owned by many people, not one. If you're owned by one, whatever he order he gives you, that's it. بس those شركاء متشاكسون كمان. يعني those partners who bought the slave متشاكسون, not good partners. مشاكسان, يعني they're menace. They are so bad that they had no agreement amongst them how they're going to use this slave. If it's three owners, one from 12 to 8, one from 8 to 4, and one from 4 to 12. خلاص, لا. Now what time you want him? No, you tell me what charge you time. What time you want him? So I will, you tell me first what time. I want him from 12 to 8. Okay, I want him from 12 to 8 too. Take him, I take 8 to 4. No, I want him 8 to 4 now. Just like that, متشاكس. This guy says he decided to change it because to go against the other guy. And who's lost? The slave. So the slave, the first master to go tell him, go wash my car. So he's going, he passed by the second one. Now where are you going? I'm going to wash car for my boss, No, go wash mine. So he go to wash it, the third tells him, what are you? Forget about that, go wash mine. So he go to wash the first, why you're not washing my car? So تخيل الحياة, he's going crazy. That is exactly the one who commits shirk with Allah Azza wa Jalla. That's his life. وانظر يا عبد الله وحدث ولا حرج. And we live in it. Look, when the people went away from Allah Azza wa Jalla, when al-madda and the material took over their minds and their hearts, look at their life. Really, look outside, look at the life of people. Look at the life of Muslims who are away from Allah. Who's happy? Who's happy today? The poor is not happy, the rich is not happy, the healthy is not happy, the sick is not happy, men are unhappy, women are unhappy, children are committing suicide, children. Powerful aren't happy, people who have no power aren't happy, because they don't know why they're here, because they have associated with Allah many things. They associate with Allah power. They love power, so they become slave for it. They associate with Allah money. تعس عبد الدرهم والدينار. Prophet said, they are slaves for money. The one whose money is priority, slave. So the Prophet said, miserable, the slave of money, dollar and dinar and dirham. Yes, Allah is, he worship Allah, but he took another partner with Allah, so now he's confused. So it comes, right, just our friend here. He wants to please Allah, but the investment has to involve riba. Allah says, no riba. The investment says, riba. So you see, partners, mutashakilun. Allah wants him to do the right thing. Investment says riba. So he's struggling. And that's when his iman and his sidq that we spoke of come into the picture. Which one he gonna choose? His love for women, haram, halal, doesn't matter. Just desires, like always. He's putting himself prone, expose himself to these things. Zina. Allah says no zina. Wife says no zina. He struggles. That's why when you make Allah Azza wa Jal the only God, بل انظر إلى العبد في القرآن usually in the Quran, when things come mansuba, fakhr. And when things come majrura, humiliation. Allah Azza wa Jalla, قل يا عبادي قل يا عبادي فخر. When Allah calls you عبدي أو عبادي, فخر for you. ترى عبادي هذا ويتر عبادي, فيستعني فخر. أما لما يذكر أهل الكفر والإجرام, وما الله بظلام للعبيد, مكتوبة laying down, humiliated, flat. وعبيد جمعها ومفردها ايه مفرد عبيد؟ عبد. السنجلر في عبيد عبد. والعبد could be a slave of anything, including Allah. Could be a slave for money, could be a slave of Allah, could be a slave, Abdullah, the best names, Abdullah, most beloved names. Could be slave of women, could be slave of business. أما العباد مفردها عابد, والعابد لا يكون إلا لله. The singular of عباد عابد, and عابد is only used with the one who worships Allah, the one who is slave of Allah. Okay? اختار لنفسك, إما أن تكون عبد for everything including Allah, or عابد. هذا هو الإخلاص. Islam استسلام, to submit to the will of Allah in everything. The only way you can do that if you have one master, Allah Azza wa Jalla. إخلاص. Be sincere. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم, وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد, والحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.